which is nice. I am so pleased with how the traffic is performing here. Just makes me so happy. It's really working well. And I am obsessed with this bridge, I'll tell you. I just think it's so cool. Obsessed. Okay. All right. Well, where do we want to start today? There's so much to get done with this campus. For sure. Let's see. Maybe we start over here and work on, why don't we work in front of the transit center and then work our way over to the entrance. Just see where we get to. Seems like a good place to start. Let's go ahead and fix our lighting here. Can I explain how the funky interchange works? Not well, but I'll tell you, Shannon, if you Google City Skylines jug handle, you'll find a few videos showing you how to set up a jug handle and how it works. Essentially, all the lanes, the thing I can tell you, I always have to remind myself when I set these up. The thing is that there's no turns in the middle. So all the turning happens outside the intersection. So that way it just, when you have a busy through road like this, it just keeps things moving. I can show you the, all the little traffic line thingies. But yeah, there's some great tutorials on YouTube that show you how to set it up. And all that. And you don't have to on both sides. Like sometimes you just need it on one side to help with traffic. So, but yeah. And this is a really funky looking one. They look a little, because we're on a curve. But yeah. Go to the YouTubes, it will tell you. We haven't done anything yet, David. We haven't even started. We're just getting started now. Just getting started now. Okay. All right. Well, one thing that we can do, yeah, that's going to go off into the city. I'm not going to mess with that yet so far as the tram. Okay. Let's come in down here. Get this going. Man, it's so nice to see people using the pedestrian road. That's so cool. I love that. Okay, so let's think about this. What else do we want around the transit center? I think we're going to want a taxi situation. I think that's going to be good. So we can think about that. The other thing is thinking about what we do want on this main road, if anything. And we do definitely need to get some more houses in this situation as well. Like this could come closer here. I don't want this to be as big of a dip as it's being. That works. A little bit smoother. I also feel like this could even, can we even move this down a little bit more? Or no, because the trams, that was right. Okay. All right. Okay. Michaela, hello. I've got 30 minutes to join. Unfortunately, I can't pull a Shannon work. No worries. Michaela, while you're here, you got to pick a house. We built a thing. Oh no, it looks like I didn't mark a few of them historical. Oh no, some of them upgraded. That doesn't work for me. All right, well, pick a house. What do you want? We've got some cute little, let me fix the lighting here so you can see. So you can see some options. So, some of these are abandoning, but that's not surprising. We are up on the hill. So you've got a little A-frame option here. There's this little funky kind of bunker house, which I really like. There's this nice woods with a nice big front porch. There's this kind of other kind of A-frame style. And then this little guy. So those are the three, or the style of houses that I put up here. So which one do you want? This will give you a really nice view of the river. So let's number these so you can pick. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. The A-frame on the end, this one. Okay. That is a good choice. Make sure I got that right. Yes. Okay, there you go. Now you have a little house. Now you have a little house in the game. Very cute. Very, very cute. And a great view. A great view. And down at the bottom of the hill, you do have a few services. There's a little grocery store, gas station, and then we've got police, fire, and our little miniature medical. So, a couple little services out there for you. Okay. You could have a choice stream party. Aw, you're too nice, Shannon. You're too nice. You're too nice. Okay, let's get back over here. Yeah, I mean, like, no, not everyone is going to be into watching City Skylines. Definitely an interesting choice. A choice that I fell into. I got totally hooked. Never looked back. Okay. So here in front of the train station, I think it would be nice to have a few little commercial options. I feel like we should go into maybe green cities. Let's see here. I do like the container. That could be interesting. Let's pause this for a second. I don't think I want to put a public market there. But we could do, yeah, that could be interesting. If we created a little, I think this could work. How far can I back this off of the road? No, I think you can go pretty far with these. what I could do is grab that little tiny plaza that's in here. Yeah, we could definitely do something with this. If we put this here, kind of put this in the middle there. Line that up with that. Grab our surface painter. We'll figure that out on the other side. But that actually is really nice there like that. And then what we could do is also grab kind of a little space right next to the train station where you can grab something to eat. I think that's going to be really good. And maybe what we do is do 2 of these. We kind of center this up here. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Just like a nice little plaza area alongside the transit hub there. Let's mark these historical. Okay, that's really nice. And then I bet we could do little office building here on the corner. I do like that. Let's back this up. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And then if we come onto the other side here, let's grab our surface painter again and just paint this all in on this side. Okay. And over here we could also do there are some really nice little yeah, we could do some shops there, maybe. Could also just put some if we just did some nice little seating to watch the trams. Like a nice little, basically like an elevated plaza. You can sit there and watch the trams. But let's get a little place to, what we should do is grab, yeah. Put this in the middle. Fresh seafood. Well, we'll say that like this is like a little coffee juice bar, so you can grab something to drink and then watch the trams. And then I think what we should do is go ahead and grab little trees for in between, like so. let's grab a little piece of art for the end. Yeah, that's nice. That looks cute. We're doing something with the space. Did I mark all these historical? Yes, I did. Perfect. Okay. Yes, exactly. No mercy. I hope everyone had a really calm and good week. Yes, yes. Oh, it's so nice to see how full this parking is. There's a little overlap here, though. We do need to adjust that slightly. Oh, really, Anna? Was that a good breakfast? You eat all your breakfast? Okay, go lay down now. I took Anna on a walk before the stream. She just finished her breakfast. A little update on Anna is that sadly she's been limping a lot again. So I've gone ahead and you know, I give her like the lowest dose of the pain meds, but the vet was like, you can do up to this amount daily if you want to. So I had a few days where I gave her a little bit more, and I'm just starting back at square one again with, we're doing 2 10-minute walks a day again. She's doing really good there for a while with we were doing like 3, like 12 to like 15-minute walks a day. And then I was doing like a 20-minute, 2 20 minutes. Because we used to walk for an hour every day. And so ultimately the vet was like, it would be good to work your way back up to that. But yeah, so we're just starting over again. But that's fine, you know? It's going to take time. So we are back to... this week I did every day I did 2 10-minute walks. And then one day I did, well, there was actually 2 days that I did an extra like little 5-minute walk at the end of the day too. So we'll just see how it goes. Slow and steady. And I'm fine with that. Like, it's going to be a process. But yeah, it's about, you know, finding the right groove for her. And maybe an hour a day just isn't going to happen, you know, and that's okay. The point is that she's getting exercise, you know, and that she's using those muscles. So, you know, I think if I can work my way back up to, if I could do like 35 or 40 minutes a day, I feel like that would be really great, you know? So we'll see. Anywho, there's your little Anna update. Okay, so you were supposed to be, isn't death care one of the, oh no, death care is not one of the things that magically gets picked up. We do have, I did put some death care in here, didn't I? I think so. Did I not? Did I? I can't remember. Yeah, I did back in our service area. That's right. Way back over yonder. Okay. Oh, I was just saying, Chris, that Anna was limping again, unfortunately. So the vet, you know, gave me a range of like how much pain medication I could give her. So I upped her pain medication a little bit, and then I've pulled back on the walks, and we're just kind of, I'm just starting from square one again and doing 2 10-minute walks a day, and then just slowly working our way up from there. And I'll just, you know, And then each week I'll see if I can slowly increase, and we'll just see how it goes. But she was doing really good for a minute. But, you know, it's about finding the right balance. So it just might be, you know, it's just going to be what it's going to be, you know. I may not be able to get her back up to a certain amount of walks, and that's okay. That's kind of a cool little funky vanilla building there, like a little corner piece right there. I don't mind that. That's kind of nice. Oh, that's kind of funky too. Is there a different color variation of that? Oh, there is. Okay, I kind of like that. Matches that building a little bit. Does that really say, oh, AT Mobile instead of AT&T Mobile? Got it. Let's back these up a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like these vanilla office buildings here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. We'll add it to... Steve is starting off our new fund. Well, no, I should say, I think... Remind me, I think it was Chris. Someone made a donation before, like the day before I went to go get her treats. So, thank you, Chris. We're restarting the Anna Fund again. I love that. That'll be great. We'll build it up, and then once we get there, then we'll get more treats and things. And it can go towards her pain meds too, which is very helpful if you guys are okay with treats and pain meds. Not that they're super expensive, but it is money. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate that. Bye, Michaela. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. Glad we were able to pick out your house. That was really important. To be honest, what is missing from a dormitory area is cheap stores where students can buy alcohol easily. Oh gosh. I think no. Why is this is all hooked in? Oh, here comes the death care. I was like, what is happening here? Too many people not doing so well in our nightlife area. Hopefully this guy picks them all up. No, I know that's synonymous with college life, but I'm not going to lean into that more than we have with the nightlife street. Okay. All right, so... on the other side of the street here, what we could do is we could kind of create a, I know we're working outside the university here, but the thing I'm thinking here is we could add some additional parking, which I know Greg will be happy with. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. We'll put it towards treats and pain meds for Anna. What I'm thinking would look nice here is we could bring in some additional parking and then have like some of the nice looking shopping buildings back here, which could look nice. I think I'm gonna pause this for a second or slow it down. The thing is, we do need quite a bit of residences. So that's something that we do actually need. I was thinking that, you know, there is the dormitory and we've peppered in houses over there, but we also could do, like, maybe from here, we also could do some larger apartments along this back road. That's maybe more some campus adjacent housing. And just do a nice set of apartments back here. I think that would make a lot of sense to have. So I think let's pick out, there's the there's a couple that I'm thinking of. Because I think we pick a style and do like a complex. Now, one thing we could do is we could do the, well, if we did the emerging downtown ones and did like, they have those corner buildings that are so nice. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Yes, it'll be the Anna Fund for the things that she needs. So I appreciate that, you guys. No worries, no worries. I remember my dorm neighbor and I pushed a shopping cart to do a shop at the door. Oh no. We all do silly things when we're younger, I'll tell you that. Oh, I think the emerging downtown would look really nice here. The apartment buildings. Yeah, let's see. I think there are 3x3s that are the corner units with those. These are, okay, no, it's got to be the 4x4s. Yeah, so there's these. We could do a nice, yeah, this would be great. I just want to like play with this a second. If we did, and we would give them an alleyway and parking. But yeah, what we could do is create a bit of a grid. I think that would be really good. Okay, let's actually use our, we've been using this road here. Yeah, that could actually look really nice. Okay, so yeah, so there is, yeah, and that has the nice parking along the back too. Okay, so we did this and then turned this one around the other way. I can just line these up so. Yeah, and then if I can do the same thing on the other side and leave room for a little alley road, That's what we need to do, right? That would look really sharp. So if we grabbed, yeah, and we have room for it. We can make room for it. So then if we just took this and copied it and flipped it around, like so. A little closer. And then if we grab our other road, yeah, that has a nice look to it. We aren't quite lined up, almost. Let's fix this. So if we align this up just like that, and then bring in our surface painter. That's nice. That does kind of feel like campus housing too, you know? That looks really, really nice. Okay, so then let's, I wonder if I can, yeah. Okay, nice. Yes. I mean, plan from now until the end of the year, I'll be streaming Saturdays and Sundays. Unless, you know, I have to take Anna to grooming or something else comes up. But yes. And I'm going to do this time slot too. Same time slot. Same time slot. Okay, let's mark these historical. Hopefully you guys like this. I think this is a good way to add some more housing to the area. And then we can do a nice little barrier here with some landscaping and things. Okay, we'll have to do a different configuration here because we're less room, but that's fine. So let's go in and see. Yeah, because there's not enough, I don't think there's enough room to do that one again. But there are these ones which I do like. They have like the trees in the back. These also have like a very dorm feel to them. So that's an option. That's a potential option. I also do like these ones. They kind of have like an older feel to them, which is nice. There's also kind of a lower size. Now we could do another, if we did, we could probably just fit another small grouping here. We went like this. Yeah, there's room for that. grab this road again. Oh, it's gonna be a little crunchy. If we grab the smaller road, we can make it work. And then we can add some, we have some room, we can add a little parking back here, which is not a bad idea. Maybe we do 4 on each side. That way there's a little space to come through the middle there. I do like that. And then we can yeah, that's nice. There's also room for parking along here as well. Oh yeah, that's convenient. I mean, it's apartment buildings. We're gonna need a lot of parking. We're gonna need a lot of parking. Okay, I'll catch up in the chat in just a second here. I think what we'll do is I can also squeeze a little parking on the edges there as well. And let's just move these all a smidge this way. Okay, let me make sure I mark all of these historical. Lovely, lovely. Okay, now I can press play on this and I will catch up on the chat. Ooh, I like these buildings. These look really nice. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I could use the L-shaped parking to wrap around. Well, we're sorry. Sorry, I missed your comment. We can do that on some other ones. We're going to be doing like this whole area. I don't see doing like another downtown, but I think like a lot of apartment buildings, like a lot of like, not like high density, but density and like just like mid, not a lot of single family housing, I think. So that's going to be really fun. Okay, yeah, Saturdays and Sundays moving forward, correct. That's what I'm going to try to do. Greg. I don't know, is there one on the workshop? Is there that type of shop on the workshop? I don't know. Depending on what state you're in, it's completely illegal. Other places, it's still not, which is silly. It should just be illegal everywhere, but whatever. That's another subject. Even though I don't partake, never been my jam, but I do know it can be very helpful for a lot of people. Okay, so let's continue on with our little apartments here. I feel like what we should do here is what we should do, I think, is do the yeah, perfect. Look, that fits. Basketball courts. I feel like that's a good call. Little something over there. And then what else could we put back here? I think we could put let's see, if we had the basketball court, we could put, you think there is, you will look for, okay. All right. The other thing we could do is we could, ooh, what if we did, oh, that could be a fun to have like a little park back here. That could be nice. I think we'll do the basketball court somewhere else. I really like this idea, actually. Having a nice little park back here. And again, we'll separate this all from the highway, but I think that's actually really nice to have. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, and then, yeah, then let's go back into here. Let's do the parking along the back, and then we can do 4x3. Do we have a 4x3? No, we could do 3x3 though. These are kind of nice. I also do like these ones. But I think I'm going to go with these ones actually. Yeah, I like these. Let's mark these historical. Little surface painter here. Fix this right up. Okay. All right. All right, and then I think what we should do is do a little shop back here. I think would be nice. So let's pause this for a second. I think I want to do a little coffee shop, and then I'd like to do my little corner shop that I like. Let's fix the lighting here so we can see what we're doing. So I think this will be fun. If we did a little corner shop here with a little coffee shop. Let's grab our surface painter here. Lovely. And let's grab some little tables and chairs. Nice little place to sit there, and let's grab, kind of just want to put a big tree down. Kind of like just like a nice outdoor spot where you can come have some coffee and whatnot. Yeah, that's nice. Like a little hangout spot, I think is good. And then I think what we could do here is Yeah, a little place to get ice would be good as well. I think we should put that on the side of the convenience store. Little place to get ice. Little coffee shop. Yeah, that's cute. Nice little spot among the apartment buildings on the campus. Okay. And I mean, officially this isn't quote unquote inside the campus because we've really like defined those lines, but like, you know, we'll do some nice landscaping here. And when you do see campuses, there are neighborhoods right next door and right nearby, and usually there's sorority type housing or big apartment buildings for students and faculty and stuff, so that works. Okay, what blows my American mind is vinegar on fried fish. What? No, vinegar is great on fried fish. Oh my gosh, there's nothing better than just like a good fish and chips. Oh my gosh, now I'm hungry. I love a good fish and chips. I love a good fish stick also. Like just a good fish stick is nice. Okay, did I mark all these historical? No, I missed one, of course. And I marked all these historical, right? Making sure. Yeah. Okay. All right, that's that. Let's press play. This will bring, I'm gonna speed this up a little. This will bring some good amount of people because we were kind of having some people complaining there. Yep. Okay. We've got some blending in to do in that area, but we'll do that later. Now that we've got some more apartments in. Okay, you're complaining about services. That's true because the services are all the way over there. But I really don't want to bring a bunch of services around here yet. So I kind of want to turn this into a shopping area, and then maybe we do something over here. I'm just not ready for that yet. So if this building goes belly up, it goes belly up. That's fine. It'll all get fixed in time. I'm not going to fuss about it for the moment. Okay. Yeah, I love a good salt and vinegar chip. Yeah, I like the taste. But yes, also I do use not the same kind of vinegar, but I do use, well, technically, but not the same. I do use vinegar in my cleaning as well. Okay, let's pay some attention now to the front of our university here. We've left this lovely patch of greens, so I think we go ahead and do some nice little landscaping in here, and then let's pick a tree. Should we do like oh, that's kind of nice actually. Sometimes I love a good vanilla, old school vanilla tree. All right, let's look and see here. Flowers would be really nice. And I want to like leave and then we can put a little tree right there in the middle. That'll be really nice. Okay. Maybe I want something a little bit bigger than that. Oh, I do have this tree that I like with the, oh yeah. I want a big one. Thank you. Don't worry, I'll delete all those trees. I just wanted the big ones. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. Okay. I dig that. I dig that. Okay, and then what we can do. Because you would want to be able to walk through the parking lot there, right? Something like that. I feel like this one's sticking out a bit more than it needs to. Okay, that's nice. Okay, yeah, I like that. That looks really cool. Okay, we do need, for the sense of completion, can I fit just a few little bushes on this side? Just kind of pull that through. Okay. That looks nice. I like that. Yes, also facts. It does also make a really good salad dressing too. Shan says, I'm going to Soulfish Cafe for lunch today. They have fried green tomatoes. Oh, yum. Yum, yum. Baking soda and vinegar is a good way to power a tiny cardboard rocket ship too. Yes, Bobble. Yes. No, I've never played Animal Crossing. Yeah, also baking soda with little vinegar once a month goes in my kitchen drain to keep it smelling nice and things moving along well. Yeah. Welcome to the stream today where we talk about all the ways that you can use vinegar. It really is one of those things that's so versatile, though. You can use it for so much stuff. Okay. Look at that. Gave us the big trees all the way through. Thank you very much, game. You knew what I needed. if you guys can hear that. There are clearly some sort of jets flying outside of my house right now, which is very strange. Oh, I'm gonna go see if I can look and see what those are. Those are loud. That was a legit fighter jet. Holy smokes. Wow. Big old fighter jet. There is, I mean, there is a military base that's, I mean, it's not close, but it's close for a plane. So I've just, they don't normally fly over here. That was interesting. It's huge. It's like one of those fighter jets from Top Gun. Okay, this looks really pretty. Yeah, I like that. It's a nice entrance to the university. All right, let's work on this little area here. I feel like for the front of the university, I just really want it to be like nicely landscaped. I feel like what we could do is we could attach a nice little path here though, which I am okay with. Let's go with trade school path with decorations. And what I want to do here is bring this to the corner. Like so, and then let's grab that tree that we were kind of using in the front there. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, let's grab a little bit of fencing. Yeah, just some nice park fence here. Just protection from the tram. Although people can walk on it, so. But this will just look nice to have. Here we go. That looks sharp. Okay. And let's grab a little dirt path here. Little desire path action. And let's do some nice little landscaping. Let's pull in the same flowers here. Man, that was so loud. I mean, of course it was Joy. It was a fighter jet. What do you expect? Okay. That's nice. Okay, I actually don't like these trees here. I think they look nice where they are, but I don't think I want them in this area. I think I'm actually going to take a few of these out. And then I think I want to bring in some different trees as well. Just to give a little bit more variety. I actually don't like it. I actually don't like it. I feel like I want to do something different, so we're going to do something different. I feel like I want to do something more. I feel like this would work better in another area, but I feel like I want to do something more uniform here almost. Kind of a bit more, less of a nature feel and more of like a polished landscaping feel. In fact, I think what I'll do, I'm just gonna start over here. And I think I'm gonna use the, yeah, I feel like this, okay. I have an idea forming. Okay, we're gonna use the juniper tree. This always looks really nice and polished. We're gonna go along the fence line here. Like so. And then I think, honestly, feel like we should do some rocks here in this corner. Yep. I'm liking this better already. Yeah. I feel like the juniper is the right call. It really has that, like, you know, more intentional landscape feel. Yeah, I do like that. And I think what we can do is also, we can do some smaller rocks underneath here. Which I like. Then we're also kind of creating that barrier in between not university and university. And yes, I know these buildings are very unhappy. They're going to be unhappy for a moment till we build out the city more. And that's just what it is, unfortunately. You're going to Barnes and Noble today? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Polish soul have brought yes, exactly. Exactly. We're gonna polish up this landscaping. Yeah, I know, that sounds really funny, doesn't it? Okay, little surface painter here. Lovely, I like that. And I think this is where we bring in the rose bushes. What we do is match what we did in the parking lot. Like that, and that kind of pulls that through a little bit, which I like. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it kind of pulls through that other landscaping. This is cleaner. I like this. This is good. And then we can do another rock here, which I think would be perfect. Yeah. That's better. I like that more. It feels a little bit better to me. What is a bookstore? Yeah. I do love a bookstore. Sadly, I used to have so many books. But oh no. Why are all these? Land value, well, kaput. You have a park right here. Why are you complaining? We'll have to fix that up too. My goodness. That's okay. We'll figure out your land value issue there. I used to have a lot of books, but as most of you know, I actually live in an A-frame house. So what that means is my whole entire house is basically two sides of a roof. So bookcases are difficult. And I don't have a lot of room here. So I do audiobooks because I do not have the space. So that's what I do. Okay. Well, land value. All right, well, let's do some fixing up here because we can improve this. I know how to fix this. Let's start with our highway. And let's grab our highway with sound barriers. We are going to start there. I might as well do them on both sides since we're at it. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we are gonna bring in some lovely trees. Let's do something a bit bigger. do love these. These are really nice. Lovely. Okay. Now, let's figure out, yeah, let's go into our little one-U road here. Okay, the other thing is we could put in a nice big park over here. That's not a bad idea. Could put in a nice lake next to our campus. I'm not opposed to that. Let's finish bringing our trees down here. Yeah, that's nice. And then we could also let me think here. Ebooks and audiobooks are perfect if you have a tighter budget or not the space. Yeah, so what I do is I actually pay for, and I know this is a little controversial, as because we need more death care. Oh no, it's probably been a while since we emptied out all of our cemeteries. Might have to go on a detour. All right, let's go on a detour. Did I have a cemetery over here or just a, no, I don't. I have just a, and I see an unhappy, oh no, oh no. We're having a major death wave and there's stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. Game detour. Hold on, I'm gonna get coffee. And then we're gonna go fix this. I need to remember to do this every so often. Or I need to get the mod that like keeps them emptied or something. All right, let me get coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Okie dokie. We're gonna go on a mission now. we must fix things because I bet you things are bad everywhere. So let's start at one side of the city. And maybe it's not as bad as I think, and we've caught it early enough, unlike last time. Oh yeah, look, this sucker is full. Okay. Let's reset. While I'm here, I'll show you guys, I did that little tutorial on so these are one-way tracks here. I did the unlimited outside connections, so that's what I did on all of our train pieces, so that's working really nice. Okay. Yeah, look at all this. Oh no. Okay, well that's why we're here. We're gonna fix it all. It's gonna be great. We're just on a mission to fix the problem. Love this little town, so cute. Okay, let's reset. Our little trailer park. Okay. That's okay. We're getting a tour of all of Cider River this morning while we go fix our death wave. And we can appreciate all the things that we have built so far. Okay. That's good, that's good. Okay. All right, we are gonna go across the river. This one's actually pretty good, but we will go ahead and reset while we're here. Okay, knock on wood. See, these are actually pretty good. I think, I don't want to say anything until we get to other areas. Yeah, there's a few here and there. I don't want to say anything yet. Because this is the smaller side of our city. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh no. Okay. Have a sip of my coffee here. Enjoy your dinner. We'll get back to more interesting things once you're done with dinner. No mercy. All right, David. No worries, no worries. All right. We are going to fix all of you. I'm so sorry, city. I did this all before we started our university build, but we were building over there for quite a while, so understandably, what I should probably do is like every you know, week before I start streaming is go around and just make sure that everything is tickety-boo. Okay, I set that one. All right, and then there's another one over here. Thank goodness for Move It, right? Best mods ever. So then we can come in here and just make everyone happy again like it never happened. It didn't. Oh my gosh, look at all these. Ah, I'm so sorry, everybody. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Bad, bad, bad. It's okay. It's all gonna be fixed up. It's all gonna be fixed up. Okay, once we get this side of the city done, we'll turn it back on as we work our way through the rest. Okay, we're gonna turn this back on now that we've cleared out a good amount of our cemeteries over there, and we are going to come down here. I know where our cemetery is here, so let's get this one working. And we can just go through and grab these abandoned buildings. Just looking for abandoned buildings right now that we've got all those cemeteries open back up again. Okay, here's one. Okay, and then where is our other? Let's get, I know we're this one. Yeah, let's get this guy unlocked. Get that going. Don't worry, city. You are gonna be back to normal in no time whatsoever. All right, let's take care of, let's see if we can take care of some of these red ones. Just get everyone fixed up nicely. Okay, let's come over the water here. Oh, look how full that one is. So full. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I need to make sure that I, like, do a little check. Like, at least every other stream on the cemeteries, because this has happened, what, 3 or 4 times? Our houses! All of our beautiful houses. But such is things. But that's okay. It's all fixable. Alright, we'll come back through. We'll give those cemeteries time to do what they need to do there. Okay. All right, and then where is, I think it's down here, isn't it? Yeah, right here. It's so full. I'm so sorry, little city. I should say big city. Oh my gosh, everyone's glitching. Doo-doo-doo. Let's just help and get some of these cleared out. But I do want to keep, we'll come back through, I want to get to our other cemeteries. Yep, this one right here. Reset. Okay. All right. Let's help everybody out and come back in here and see where we can help. Oh, look, a lot of these are getting picked up. This is great. But we can help out, and we want to take care of the abandoned buildings, of course. Okay. Get this going. Whoop. Jumping all over the place here. I know this is very boring for the stream. I'm sorry, guys. But we needed to fix it. And I also need to fix my music. Oh, David, a dead person in the baseball stadium. I thought football fans got emotional. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing is I could add in a mod to help take care of all this too, which I'm not opposed to because I have a mod taking care of other things as well. Because yeah, I can get pretty involved and then I forget to like keep an eye on things like this. So yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I should look on the workshop. I know there is like one on there. It's just doesn't really matter, but I do like to keep my mod list pretty light. But this is pretty important because look at how much time we're spending doing this. But I wouldn't have to do this if I just made a little habit of checking the cemeteries every week, which wouldn't be a big deal. So thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate that so much. You guys are awesome. We'll get back to our university in just a moment. I just want to make sure, just helping everybody out here. Making sure we take care of any abandoned buildings. So we definitely don't want those. I'm okay with leaving some of these because they'll get picked up. I just want to help lighten the load a little. Yeah, I gotta take care of these abandoned buildings for sure. Looks like we have a bit of a traffic issue as well. We might need to take a look at. And again, I apologize everyone. This is not super fun. Okay, we're almost cleared out. We're almost cleared out. Let's just a couple more here. Okay. Grab these couple here. Very nice. We're getting back to how things should be. This one's also always just, it's always a problem. It's always dead people at Costco. Always dead people at Costco for whatever reason. Okay, let's check and just do a little check here. I'm pretty sure everyone here is getting taken care of. Just want to make sure there's no abandoned buildings. Let's help out with a few of these. Okay, the rest will sort itself out. Let's come look over here though and just make sure that yeah, there's just a few now. Those will all get picked up. Okay. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I know you guys like working through the problems with me as much as you like, you know, doing all the fun stuff like detailing and all that good stuff. I just like things to be interesting. All right. I think we are in a much better spot now. Okay, a couple abandoned buildings here we need to clean up. And we'll help out with some of these as well while we're here. It is nice to like look over everything though. We built so much cool stuff. Oh, looks like we got some abandoned buildings over here. Take care of all of that. Okay, a few more here. Grab a couple of these guys. The rest will take care of themselves. Okay, all right, so now let's come back into our little place here. We've got a lot of stuff in here. So I have I put death care in here, didn't I? Yeah, the little guy right there, but it's overwhelmed, so we're gonna help him out. We are gonna help him out. Get this all fixed. Magic. It is very satisfying though. See everything go from demolished to looking bright and shiny new again. Okay. We're getting there, everybody. Whoops. Okay. Oh, we got a lot over here. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Just want to touch. Make sure that's good. Okay, those will get picked up. Let's look down here. I bet you these aren't, I doubt these are death-related problems. These ones just don't want to seem to, even though we've got workers close by. But I think once we build the larger town across the river here next to university, that those problems will solve up. Okay, now let's come back to here where our problems aren't death care. Okay, all right, so let's slow this back down. Woo! And No Mercy's back. Perfect timing. We just finished fixing all of our death care problems. So here's my thought is I do like having a lake here, but I also think it's important to have, because this is like a university road here, and so I do want to provide another way for traffic to come in this area so it's not all shuttling through this road. So I think I'd like to potentially turn this on its side. Let's take this back out. And if we bring this in here, I kind of do like it here though, next to yeah, I feel like we could make that look nice. Okay, let's grab our little 1U road here and let's pull this out. And actually, I think what we could do, yeah, do something interesting with that later on. And then what we can do is come into our path here. And you're complaining because you don't have a road close enough. Well, I bet you all right, well, we can give you a road and some parking. You know what we could do? We could turn this around. Oh, let's do this. Let's put back in the road I took out. Yeah, and let's bring this here. Yeah, this is gonna look nice. Okay, let's actually grab some more parking. Right there, in front of the park. Okay, let's grab our surface painter here. Oh, I kind of don't like that. That's actually not making me very happy right now. Because I'd like to lean, you know what we should do? We're going to change up this parking just a little bit. Let's bring through the paths because they're there. Why not? And then we can just do parking right in the middle. We could even do some other bicycle parking there too, if we wanted to, but let's just bring this there. Actually, I think we can get away with the 6 with a bit of move it. Oh yeah. And we can bring this right there. Okay, and then we do a lot of nice landscaping and make that whole area a lovely little park, which is going to be great. And then what we can do is, okay, well, I know that you will do that. Let me just grab another little piece here. I'm going to come from here down to there. Yeah, and then we'll make that whole area a park, and we could do something similar like we did over here with the rocks and this type of landscaping, and that'll really pull it all together. But then we've left this other access road that we can tie into whatever we do over here. Okay, we are going to fix all of you. Okay. All right. Very nice, very nice. Oh no, our laundry mat. Okay, all right. Fixing broken stuff is interesting. Well, that's good. That's good. There is something a little satisfying about it, that's for sure. We never did get a pond in our ore city. We will get a, we could definitely still fit a pond over there. Don't worry. We got room. We can do it. Okay. All right. So I think the thing we could do, let's see if these complain again. We'll have to see. So I kind of want to wait and see if these complain, and then that might decide what we put over here. I do not want anyone parking on the street here. We have all this lovely parking. Please use it. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to make a really nice shopping area at some point. We'll go ahead and fix these buildings. I know they're going to complain again because they were complaining about no services, which is true. This is a very big campus. I wonder if we should create, maybe we should do another service area back here, so that way there's one on each kind of diagonal. It is a very big campus. Probably would be a good idea, and this is a good spot to tuck it in next to the tracks, honestly. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Let's come from here. Like so. All right, so let's just grab, we'll do the same style over here. So we've got our little police, our cute little fire. We're gonna do our little medical building, and then we'll be able to then also fit in, oh, we will with move it, fit in a little recycling center over here, which is not a bad idea to have. Not a bad idea. Ooh, that is a little tight. That's okay. We will put this over here then. We can do some nice landscaping and hide all that. Okay, and then this gives us the opportunity to put in healthcare as well, which will be very important. Let's do some little cute little covered parking here. Why not? Yeah, that's nice. Okay, and then we can do some nice landscaping and kind of let that kind of sit back there. I think that's good. Bye, Blue. So nice to have you here. I appreciate you. The Prince of Darkness loves my channel. The devil loves me. That's so awesome. What a cool channel name or YouTube name. I really liked that. What was that TV show? That was such a fun show. The Lucifer show. It's like a fun take on, like, you know, having sympathy for the devil. Like where the devil was helping the cop. It's like a twist on a buddy cop show for sure. There's so many of those. Oh my gosh, too many. Yes, I do like your train intersection too. This was such a good idea, Greg, and I appreciate it. And I'm glad you're happy with, you know, we're not quite symmetrical. You can see, like, this side's a little shorter than that one, but it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. Yeah, Lucifer. Yeah, that was a really fun TV show. It's a SimCity 4 reference. I never played SimCity, so there you go. Is that what, do you still play, do you have a channel, do you play that? Or do you just play that for fun? Or are you now all about City Skylines? Because I know some people still like to play different things. But welcome. I'm glad you like it here. We're a friendly, very little friendly bunch. Okay, so now we have some nice services there. So that'll be good because I think it's good to have. So now we've got, because this really is a huge area. So now we've got on both little corners there. So that's good. That's nice. And these people, they can walk over and have lunch at our nice little park there. So they don't need their own. Okay. I feel like let's just do this little spot right here while we're here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just landscape this up here. Let's bring in some nice landscaping. To be careful, we don't want to go over the railroad tracks there. And we can grab a bigger one here. I love a good twist on like a traditional buddy cop show though. It's always fun. There's so many of them. Having the actual devil be your sidekick and solving crime is pretty a fun little twist there. For sure. I feel like it was good though because I feel like they didn't draw the show out. Like some shows, I just feel like they don't know when to call it quits. And you want like a good ending, you know? I think it's good to end while you're ahead on a TV show or end at a good completion point. I ended up canceling my Netflix because it just, I was like, I don't want to invest any more like time into shows if I don't know if it's like everything's getting canceled. I was like, no thanks, I'm good, you know. That's why I like shows where like the writers and the showrunners, they know where the show is gonna go and they have like things planned, and you know, it might be fun to kind of watch the trains. I think what I'm gonna just do here is just do a little fencing here, and maybe this is just like a cute little peekaboo spot where you can see the trains come by, right? Why not? Why not? Let's do some little bushes here. Little flowers. And then why don't we actually just lean into that. Put some benches here. You can sit here and watch the trains if you want to. Some people really love their trains. Okay. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, Tiny Glade is so fun. Joy, if you're planning on making a significant shopping area near the university, then you'll need another highway interchange. Good point, David. Ooh, I need to think about that. Okay. Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Or probably do. Supply chains in City Skylines One. So, do I think about them a little? Not much. I'm an aesthetic. So there's two things. Like, my main thing is I like to think about how someone would move around in a city. So more like the quality of life, like, can someone walk to everything that they need? Is there good public transportation? And then, like, is there a lot of park space? And so my first thing is always about, like, how does it function for the individual person that would live there? And then the second thing is I just like to make things as pretty as I can. I love landscaping. Yeah. Do I think about supply chains? Not much. I know they're there, and I like setting up an industrial area. I like thinking about, you know, like we just did our ore area not that long ago, and I like thinking about, we're going to need this warehouse for this building, and the trucks are going to go here first. And so I like thinking about it in that terms, but yeah, hope that answers your question. Sims without power called the mayor the Prince of Darkness. Oh, is that like something in the game? That's funny. Okay, cool. I get it. I get it. The Prince of Darkness. No electricity. That's a good one. There was a fun buddy cop shop called Forever. The gimmick was if the dude got killed, he would wake up alive again in the nearest river with no clothes on. What? That was an actual show? I've never heard of that one. That's too funny, Bobble. Like, that's an interesting one. Okay. Campus slip lanes, yeah. Nah, I don't think you're missing much on Netflix, honestly. Like, yeah. Spuds, hello. You're more of a macro player. Yeah, I get that. I like sitting in the details too, but more like positions of buildings and like detail, you know, like aesthetic. I'm an aesthetic builder for sure. Okay, we're gonna stream for a little bit longer, knock on wood. Anna's sleeping, so she hasn't bothered me. So we'll stream a little longer. I don't know why I'm whispering. What should we do with this little patch here? I guess maybe just some nice landscaping, some nice green space here is actually good to have. Let's just go ahead and get a little path here because we like lots of walking options. Or we could sneak in a couple more university houses here facing the, could do that. A couple little 2x2s. We could do that. Yeah, these would look cute. I'll turn them around the other way. These have, actually I don't want these ones. These have playgrounds in the back. I don't want that. That kind of is not as a nice one. Let's see. What about this one? That was a little grill. That's not bad. I'll do those. Okay, let's mark these historical. And we're gonna flip them around the other way. And then we'll bring in a little landscaping and it'll all look lovely. Oh, and look, there's a door on the back side too. Okay, that's cool. We can lean into that. I'm liking that. Yes, yes, and we will put you in our pedestrian area as well. Okay. Couple little trees there. This might look better with just the pavement, honestly. Whoops. And we'll know the path is there, so that's fine. Some little additional little campus houses. Why not? Okay, let me fix these up and then I will catch up with y'all in the chat. Thank goodness for Move It. Okay, let me mark these historical. Just making sure I got these ones too. Okay, good. All right, cool. All right, let me catch up in the chat. I heard a whisper, but I couldn't make it out. So the theme can continue for a while. Exactly, exactly. All right, Vildam. No worries. How often does the train go by? So often you won't even realize it. Facts. Oh, with the pedestrian area, Shannon. So, with the pedestrian area, so it's so that if you're gonna put buildings on a pedestrian road, you have to mark it a pedestrian area so that they will work. Otherwise, they won't. They won't. So it's like you have to have, if you're gonna have buildings on a pedestrian road, you have to paint a pedestrian area. It's like part of the functionality of the game. Now you can have pedestrian roads, and if you don't put anything directly on them, then you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, yep. So, and when you paint them with a pedestrian, that is it magically transports the goods, supplies, and garbage once you set it up. Because you have to go in and you have to like set up a pedestrian area. So you go in here, and if you're gonna do a small area, you can just do this. There's the small area service point, and there's the large area service point, and then there's like specific ones that are just for cargo and just for garbage. It is interesting to me that they gave us all these variations. I mean, it's nice to have the variations, but like if you have like the combo one, that's kind of all you need. But yeah, it is nice. I mean, it's nice that they gave us some options, but yeah. So you have to place down one of those, almost like you would like a park area. You know how you have to place down your main gate and then you paint your area? Same thing. Same. Okay. I think we now have this area sorted a bit more. Let's go ahead and do bring we've already done covered parking. Should we just continue that back here? Why not? Why not? Let's grab these, center them up, beautiful, and then we can just have some nice trees along the track here. Lovely. Let's fix our lighting. Yeah, these are pretty cute little houses. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And these are still not happy. Okay, so that helps us decide what we need to put in this area then. So we need stuff that raises the land value. Let's go ahead. Let's put this back to like the center. So we have 2 parks. That's clearly not doing enough. Probably, I would imagine, some nice city services would do, or maybe even if we went into here, there is, now we already have 1 gymnasium. That doesn't mean that we couldn't have another, which I think is always valuable to have. So you've got another nice like gym area that you can utilize on this side of the campus. So let's do that. And then we could also do let's think here. Let's think. So we have the gymnasium. Oh, we did talk about doing the basketball court. We ended up taking that out of the other place. So we could tuck that in really nice. Okay, I dig this. Let's grab ourselves a little path. So that way you can walk through there. Let's scooch this over. Okay, that's really nice to have. I do like that. Then we can just do some nice landscaping around here. Let's go into, where is our, yeah, let's grab our juniper tree. Like so. Obviously we need a gym. I didn't see a real JIM anywhere. Move it. Making things crunchy since 2022. More crunchy. Yeah. Do malls raise the land value? I mean, potentially. I don't actually. I think maybe. People, my rent is too high. Houses cost too much. Also, people, I want the land under my house to cost more. That's so true. So true. Okay, I think we just bring a little rock in there and that's it. We keep it simple. I like this area. Lovely. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Okay, hopefully that will help that land value issue. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Okay, let's finish the other half of our entrance here, since we started that but didn't finish it. Lovely. And again, just gonna keep things simple and matching with the landscape that we have. Just some nice rocks and some juniper trees. I think that's the way to go. Just keep it simple. We can do our other grouping over here though, so we will do that. So let's just do the juniper along here. And that way the front of our university, you know, this main building just has a nice vibe thanks to the landscaping. Consistent vibe. Okay, so then let's do our little grouping here that we did in the parking lot. Pull that through. Lovely, and then let's grab our little bushes. Cute. Okay, very nice, very nice. And then this has like a really good feel to it then for the beginning, like of our university. And I like using these little pink trees just a little bit. I feel like it picks up a nice hue of the building there as well. Yeah, I feel like this looks really sharp. Thing we could do, we could connect this road up into here. The other thing we could do is just let this be a landscaped area, which I'm inclined to do actually. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't need to pull that across. Yeah, I think this is looking nice. Really starting to take shape. I like the lake here a lot. Yeah, that looks really nice. And as we build in this area, we're gonna keep this vista in mind. Like, I do want to, you know, have a nice long street here and just keep about that as we build out in this area away from the university. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna call it for today. Yeah, I'm really happy with what we got done, even though we had a little death wave problem. But yeah, things are coming together, they're moving nicely, and I'm really excited. But we should, oh, we need to fix these buildings. We need to take a ride today. We definitely need to take a ride today. Should we take a ride on our tram? I don't think we've done that. Oh, we did a nighttime tram ride. That's right, we did do that, but we haven't done a daytime one. So let's do that. Let's just ride on our little tram here. I like it to be a little bit faster. Yeah, this university is starting to really come together so nicely. Yeah, driving 40 miles for dinner? No, thank you. Yeah, but like it's so true, Spuds. Like even where I live, like I have to drive 18 minutes just to get to, like, we call it the top of the island here, and it's like a little it's like a little collection of stores, but it's not much of anything. It's like there's a gas station, and like the gas station has like a larger mini mart. There's like, you know, milk and stuff. Like it's got like a tiny grocery store basically. So, and then there's a couple other shops. There's like a little coffee stand. There's a gym. There's a nursery. Like there's a nice little collection. There's a beauty salon. The high school is up there. There's a vet. But it's like this tiny little 3-block area, like similar to like what I would build, where like there's a bunch of stuff there that you need. But it's an 18-minute drive and there's no public transportation. But then again, I live kind of out in, you know, I wouldn't call it like rural, because it's not totally rural, but it is a little bit. There's no stores out here. But yeah, like that's very common in America to live somewhere where you have to drive quite a far away to get to anything. That's why Europe just does it better in that way, because like the public transportation is good and it's always very walkable and there's lots of things. That's one thing, like I wouldn't want to live in New York City now, but when I lived in New York City, I loved it because like you'd walk out your door and like within a 3 or 4 block radius, you have everything you need. Like seriously, like everything. So, but, and same when like I lived in Austin, I picked where I lived, the little apartment I rented. I loved it because it was like so close to, I was like right on a trail where I could hop on, and it was like this really lovely walking loop. You know, as know, I love to make those. But then along the loop, I could get off and like there was a grocery store, there were other things. So it was really convenient because you could bike or walk to things that were pretty close by. But yeah, so much of America, that's not the case. And in the areas that it is, it's very expensive to live in those areas. So that's the other problem. So yeah, we're a hot mess over here right now anyways. It's the American way. That's right. That's right. Oh, I love this campus. This just looks so cool. I can't wait till we get it all done. I mean, we made some good progress today, but this is really fun. Really, really fun. All right, everybody. Well, I'll be back tomorrow, same time. And thank you all so much. Thank you for all the stuff for Anna. I really appreciate that. And yeah, appreciate all of you. And if I missed anything in the chat, just holler at me next time. I try to keep up with everything. All right, everyone. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.